Yeah. I'm minded to ask, okay, so Trump has made this threat. Could we look at it through the lens of neocolonialism or, because I think that's the part that most Africans or most Nigerians currently don't kind of get. When you talk about neocolonialism, could you tie it to that statement to sort of say, okay, yes, you were, quote unquote, ruled by the British. They left but didn't leave. Now America wants its clause in there. Could this be a ploy to get in? Or if not, what is the best case scenario to explain what we're currently experiencing in terms of the neocolonial angle?
You know, when people say neocolonialism, sometimes I look at that term. That's why the fact that it's widely accepted. Sometimes I don't accept it because I don't think the colonialism stopped.
Ademola, I like you. I like you a lot.
I don't think, trying to say something is new. That means that there was an old one. And for me, a virus might mutate, might morph, but it's still a virus and it's the same virus.
But it's a new virus, though.
Sorry.
But it's a new virus, though.
Yeah, but it still carries the imprints of the other one, So for medical reasons, you have to classify it as a new virus, But, now, if you look at Nigeria, I think we have been confused for a while. We were ruled by the British, but we woke up one day and said we wanted to change from right-hand drive to left-hand drive. And then we woke up one day and said, we want the American system, the presidential system of government, bifocal camera, by camera legislature, so to say. And then we imposed that on a British judicial system. And then, we just mishmashed everything together. And then we decided we're going to have this nation that will be able to cherry pick and choose what, And while we were doing that, the British, the military came and said, oh, yeah, okay. You guys,
Military
okay.
system.
I want a military system. I don't want all this. So those experiments have always allowed us to look at other nations and say to ourselves, they're better than us, despite the fact that we don't understand the things they're going through. I think the Americans have suddenly found out that the kind of powers they have given to the president of the United States can be used in so an arbitrary way that it can be authoritarian, it can become dictatorial.
Yeah.
I think they just found out that the president of the United States will wake up one day and say, look, I want a parade. And I want the parade to be as big as, and it gets done. For Nigeria, what has happened to us is we have left several stages of being colonized by the British. And we have now become colonized by several stooge masters. I'll give you an example. If you look at our oil and gas sector, the Americans had the best of it. If you took away Shell and BP, Mobil, Exxon, and then they became ExxonMobil, Chevron, and all of that, there were a lot more American companies doing business with us. And, because they were doing business with you, they had your cash call. They were the ones giving you dollars. Economic power, money, becomes influence. So they could twist whatever the government was trying to do. Now that we're pivoting towards China, in terms of our infrastructure development, in terms of our loans, the Americans are not happy because we now have introduced another set of ropes to our puppetry. If China is pulling the hands, America will be pulling the legs, and Nigeria will be dancing in one way or the other. So now, why are you laughing? So the point now is, it's just like when you have a nation that really has not forged for itself a direction, has not forged a direction, has not forged a strategy. Everybody's going to be telling you what to do. The Yorubas have a way of saying this when they say, when you have not done well with your life, your matter becomes Olohun Yohun, meaning everybody can just talk to you anyhow.